Do you think that men or women have higher expectations for each other when it comes on to dating in 2023?
Ooh. I don't know. Honestly, I'm a feminist. I still think it's women, unfortunately. I don't really have an explanation for why. I just think for social media, every gender has an increased expectation for every other gender.
So what do men expect from women as opposed to vice versa?
I'm not a man, so I don't quite know how to answer that. But vice versa.
But as a feminist, what do you think?
What do I think? I like to think that men expect a woman who can handle them when they're emotionally vulnerable. I think that's something that is slowly coming back into phase in 2023, is that men also need to cry. Crying makes you sleep better, crying makes you feel better, and it's good for your skin. But I think there is a certain level of men should be able to let down their guard around women and not feel the need to put on a big facade that they do with some of their guy friends. I'm not saying that in every case, but in some cases, I feel like there is this whole masculine v masculine having to out-top the other guy, and I feel like around your significant other, you shouldn't have to do that.
And the reason why there's been so much pressure on men, or they feel so much pressure to hold things in, is because
social media, I'd say. Men and women alike, both have an outrageous amount of expectation placed on them. Like, women are expected, from what I've seen on TikTok, once again, women are expected to be slutty but approved at the same time.
Would you be open to dating a woman who didn't have a job?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that, like, to his point too, the world has changed so much that now, like, a standard, like, the average salary is $40,000 a year. That's not enough to support a wife and kids if it's a single income household. So the lifestyle that we want to have, which is, like, we've kind of talked about this, is we would like to be able to live a life where the women, our wives, don't have to work. They can if they want to, but they don't have to. And so to attain a level of wealth, to be able to provide that to them, have nannies for the kids, make life easy, that's still a work in progress. So that's the next step.
Now, do you think a woman would be open to dating a man who doesn't have a job?
Probably not.
Probably not.
And why is that?
Different values. Men and women value different things.
I think it depends on her age, right? Like, if a girl's 20 and she just wants to have fun, or even if it's a divorced woman in her 40s and she just wants to have fun, she doesn't care. But if it's semi-serious to serious, she's going to want a guy to have a job because she wants stability and security.
Do you think men and women communicate in the same way?
No, not at all.
How do men communicate as opposed to women?
I mean, there's the traditional, like, concept that men communicate with logic and reasoning and women communicate more from emotion. It's like the common conundrum where your wife comes home and tells you, like, she wants to tell you about your day, about her day, but, you know, you want to solve her problems when she's telling you about her problems. That's just a classic miscommunication, because women tend to connect through bonding over a little bit of, I don't want to say trauma, but, like, bonding over an emotion. So sharing an emotion, and then them, like, if she's talking to her girlfriend, they're going to be like, oh, that must have been so hard for you, give you a hug. That was a bonding experience. For men, that's not how men bond. Men bond by either sharing a story or by teaching something. Men communicate by teaching.
Problem solving.
Problem solving, exactly.
So a woman doesn't necessarily always want her problems to be solved by her man.
Not always, and I think that's why it's important, if you're a man, to ask. Like, a woman will usually tell you, if she has a problem, just ask, hey, are you in a mood where you want me to solve this? Or do you want me to just hear you and listen to you? And most of the time, she'll just fucking tell you what she wants.